Hi YouTubers and boxing fans, just a quick video here on Bernard Hopkins alias the Alien, a quick video on his interview. Now check out my prediction. I went for the underdog in this one. You know, I just felt like doing a gambled prediction. But you know, I'm not going to retract and say, oh, you know, well, I knew Bernard Hopkins was going to win. Just deep down, I knew he might, you know, win. But then on the other hand, I thought Murat could win, you know. But like I said, deep down, I felt like doing a different prediction because, you know, I always go for the favourites, and so I just felt like a gamble. And as you know, in boxing, as someone once wrote upon, getting, you know, you've got to pick between two boxers, and you know it is hard, even though as predictors can make it look easy. Believe you me, it can be quite look at that cute cat. It can be quite difficult to predict who's going to win. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on. I'm going to get to the Bernard Hopkins interview. It just seemed to me as well, the ref, Steve Smoger. I do like the ref. I'm a fan of his, as Steve Bunn said. But he shouldn't be pushing Murat away like that. I mean, if you've seen it, it's a big push under his chin. I'll see if I can get it here for you guys. It's almost like an uppercut of a push, if you know what I mean by that. Anyway, here's the interview, and enjoy this interview, and I'll just play it back for you to get that Steve Smoger push here.
Called shoeshine sometimes.
I hope this is alright.
Just enough to score the points. And Steve Smoger tells Murat, get out of here.
There it is. Look at that.
The best push Murat's ever.
Big push, wasn't it? Let's play it again. I found it entertaining more than else, to be honest.
Highly unusual move by a referee.
Enjoy the interview anyway, and I'll be quiet for a minute or two if I can.
Hopkins did enough of this work on the inside, called shoeshine sometimes. Just enough to score the points. And Steve Smoger tells Murat, get out of here. The best push Murat's ever faced.
This guy before the bell was 18 minutes. Come on, brother, talk to me, brother. I love you, brother.
The judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Benoit Roussel, scores about 117 to 110. Judges Julie Letterman and Joseph Pasquale both scores about 119.
Apologies for the slight lag. It just threw out the recording of these fights. This video is about, about nearly 2 hours long. This is a Roy Jones Jr. fight after this, one of his old fights against Glenn Johnson.
Now, I'm a fan of Steve Smoger. He's quite entertaining, but he shouldn't be laying on hands like he was doing there, and he shouldn't be cuddling and kissing Hopkins like he was doing there, and he shouldn't be swearing like he did there. It was entertaining. People are saying on Twitter, best Hopkins fight they've seen for years. We're gonna just, hopefully we'll get back there. Hopefully Hopkins will do some kind of interview. He obviously clearly wasn't very happy with Murat, but Nathan Cleverly was saying throughout the fight that Murat was quite he was quite. Let's go out to the interview. Let's hear what Bernard's got to say.
New York, DC, Jersey, Delaware.
congratulations. How would you assess that you were able to stand in here and brawl and probably take more punches than you've taken in 10 years?
Well, Richard Schaefer said we got to be crowd pleasers. The crowd want to see skills, but they also want to see a little bit of blood. So I got a little bit of blood to give them, but I'm an entertainer, and this is what people want to see. I mean, I still can be smart. I still can, you know, do the things I've been doing. But sometimes, if you're trying to knock a guy out, you got to take risks. And I took a risk tonight, and I got hit with some shots. He's a game #1 contender. Any fighter out there, when you get a mandatory, you have to fight him for some reason. Don't take him lightly.
You said he would be a bump in the road, but did he bring out the best in you?
Not really. Not really, but he didn't bring out the worst to me either. I did what I have to do. I mean, trust me, anybody else who said that they think that they're the champion because they might have a belt, they frauds. Showtime got the best light heavyweight in the world.
Yeah! He seemed to have control of the fight early on, the first 3 rounds. Was that simply a case of you finding your stride and feeling him out?
That was planned. That was the string, the bone on the string so the dog can follow into a dark alley. And didn't realize somebody waiting on him, and that was me. So I let him on. I let him on because he's a comer. He's a comer. He comes and he stalks, and he's not a quick guy, but he's a thumping, sledgehammer punching type guy. But you can basically see things coming. But in all that, he throws pretty good punches, and he's nobody to sleep on. He's going to give some middleweights, well, light heavyweights a problem.
Al Bernstein and Paulie Malignaggi made this point, and it's obvious to everybody watching. How is it, and how do you explain that your conditioning is so good and probably so much better at age 48 than a man you're fighting at age 30?
I'm a freaking alien. Aliens, people stand up!
And now give us a serious response to that.
I can't get no serious than that. I won't be seeing a doctor about it Monday morning, but I am the alien.
What are you going to do next? Stevenson? Shimano?
Well, there's a Cold War going on. I'm loyal to Showtime, I'm loyal to Golden Boy, and I'm always going to be loyal to them. And at the end of the day, if the crowd and the fans around the world want to debate who's the best light heavyweight in the world, then the fans should get cheated. The fans shouldn't get cheated. They should protest. They should protest hard. Why? Because if they want to see the best fight the best, then they are in control because they spending the dollars. But right now, we're going to look for some best super fights, whether it's up in weight or down in weight. Most likely down.
Were you kidding when you said you'd go to 160 and think about Floyd Mayweather? Is that realistic?
I can make 160 if the negotiations become realistic, but I'm telling you as a man that people that know me, if I say I'm going to do something, I can do it. Richard Schaefer was always accused of not pitting the big fights and making it big fights. Canelo and Floyd Mayweather. Danny Garcia and Matisse. He made it happen, and on and on and on and on. So if anybody can make this deal, not that if it don't happen, it's his fault. If anybody can make the deal in the business of boxing, Richard Schaefer can.
Congratulations, Bernard.
Thank you.
Awesome performance.
So Bernard Hopkins there saying he's going to see his doctor on Monday morning about the fact that he's woken up an alien, which of course is entertaining. He's saying there's a Cold War going on, which of course we know there is, between HBO and Showtime, and between Golden Boy and Bob Arum. Keep you posted on that. It's a great war, but as Bernard says, the fans should protest. Then to asked about Mayweather, he says, yep, if the negotiations are serious, I can make 160. Well, let's forget the alien thing, Steve, because he's not an alien. He's just a very talented old man. Let me ask you this quite seriously. We thought he would go for it, like he did. What would you do now if you were Bernard Hopkins? Where would you go now?
Well, it's safe. Well, like, you know, what about trying to avenge one of them losses against Chad Dawson?
Yeah,
there's not a lot out there for him because of this Cold War.
Yeah.
There's not a lot out there at all for him. You know, Cloud's been beaten, Pascal's tied up. You know,
Nate, what about you? After if you fight before Christmas, one of the dates out before Christmas. What about you if you do light heavyweight in the future?
Well, why not? You know,
if
Hopkins fancied a trip to the UK, it'd be great. You know, I'd be a good contender. It'd be a great fight. We've both beat Murat convincingly. That would be a great fight. So, but he wants super fights, whether he wants to move up in weight or down in weight, and like you said, he's likely to move down in weight. So I think whoever is the big name there, you know, Hopkins will fight anyone.
Yeah, I like the Froch thing, and as I said to you, that 160 seems bizarre, seems crazy, especially at 4 o'clock in the morning. But all he's got to lose is £1 a month, Steve.
Yeah, over
£1 a month.
Yeah, and he lives so well. Has he got some sort of strict? Is it a vegan diet he has?
No, he eats meat. He eats bison. He fries up bison. Don't ask me to tell frying bison stories at 10 to 4 in the morning. People are tired. People are tired. He did fry bison. Right. I mean, it's a long old story. It was perfect. It was perfectly good. Nathan Cleverly, Steve Lillis here, discussing Bernard Hopkins. He's gone. He's left the ring. An alien. We got business on Monday.
And I'm getting a bit tired. Thanks for watching that, guys. Interesting just to touch upon Carl Froch down that route for Bernard Hopkins. Like Bunty touched upon, that would interest me, and that would interest a lot of boxing fans and casual fans, I think. And you know, with the team around Carl Froch, his promotional team, we've seen Eddie Hearn, I think, is under Carl Froch. We've seen Eddie Hearn do these big fights, you know, so it wouldn't be a surprise. The Cleverly Bernard Hopkins, I can see that, and I can see Cleverly, you know, giving Bernard Hopkins a lot of trouble. I mean, Bernard Hopkins hasn't got the punch power so much now as someone like Crusher Kovalev, Sergei Kovalev has. So I can see Cleverly possibly winning that, you know, in what would be a close fight, in my opinion. So thanks for watching, and let's see where Bernard Hopkins go next. It'll be interesting to see. I can't see him fighting excuse me, until the new year now. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video.